You're watching Morning at NTV.
Well, you're still watching Morning at NTV, the second day of November 2016. Now, on Everyday Life, we review a book hot off the press. This is from the PENit writers, and joining me are the PENit writers themselves. Good morning and welcome to Morning at NTV.
Thank you. Good morning to you too.
Okay. Now, you are a group of young people who decided to come together to write a book. Why did you decide to do this?
Basically, we came to realize the need. We are very passionate about literature and writing as young people, and this is how best we realize we can pull it off and impact the globe as young people, because God has gifted us with skills and talents to inspire. So we came together with this pilot project as PENit to basically inspire and encourage young people, or each and every person in the world, to be inspired in a way through our literal pieces, because when you look at that anthology, it has pieces about all aspects of life. It has pieces about life itself, pieces about love, pieces about tribute to women. We celebrate the ladies in the world. We have pieces about fantasy. I'm very sure each one of us, there is a moment in life whereby you think you can literally do everything. So, yeah.
The reading and writing culture in Uganda is poor. I mean, recently a report shockingly came out saying even the teachers themselves are not able to read and write. Now, by you having this book printed, how do you actually hope to encourage more reading and possibly more writing?
Yeah, as PENit, basically, we are part of different forums that are of writers and readers, such as there is a club called Read Write Club that meets every Wednesday at Fairway. It's a club by authors and writers, and basically we are looking at pushing people to read. But then the other thing is, when you look at our material, we intend to bring about different audios and videos so that we can encourage people, however much someone is not a reader, they're inspired in a way to read through the different audios that they listen to of our pieces. And basically it's a two-way thing. We are trying to create awareness, but even the media, you guys are trying to promote and encourage people to read.
Okay, then. I'll ask you, Mark. What kind of challenges do you face as a writer, as someone who aspires? Because this is your very first project, and I must say it's a great project here, the Riverbanks. What challenges do you face?
Personally, the challenges I face as a writer are, sometimes there is a lot of stuff to write about, but now that, given the fact that I'm a student and this is not the only thing I do, it becomes a challenge to find time to sit down, because personally I don't know how news people do it. I'm not like they come, they tell me write about this in the next 15 minutes. I'm not that kind of person. I take long. Now there is a piece that I'm doing these days, a spoken word piece called There Will I Be Still. It's a gospel piece, but I've written it over a stretch of about 5 years. It has 7 verses with a total of about 43 lines, but I've written it over a stretch of 5 months, and that's quite a long time. Someone else would produce a book in that period of time, So basically I've been having, because I'm not a full-time writer, it's just part of me. Literally, I'm not even in the arts. I just love the arts. I'm doing a computer science degree at Makerere University, but I just love the arts, so time.
Okay. As I was reading one of the reviews, so I read somewhere where someone was saying you want to make the invisible visible, to make the unknown known. Exactly. Give us an example of how you do that with this literal work.
Basically, the invisible, I believe you have something in your inside as a person. So when bringing it to visible is bringing an expression of what you have inside you. You put it into literal work, basically. So I believe as an individual, I have a lot in my inside. So I bring it out outside to the general public so that they can have a feel of what I feel.
Okay, so why don't we have a demonstration from you, Mark?
To have a demonstration, I'm going to do exactly that one. There will I be still. You see, there's a time when life is all full of ups and downs, but mostly downs. when the beautiful smiles have all been traded away for misery frowns, and everything around you feels as useless as a pile of old smoldered wedding gowns. But there will I be still. That is what God says. For I perfectly knew all about your existence long before you were even born. So you need to rest assured that I know exactly where to touch when your life begins to get torn. When nothing at all ever seems able to allay the greatest of your fears. When nobody even seems to understand the pain behind your ceaseless tears, and you've never stopped asking yourself if, when you pray, this God really hears. There will I be still. That is his sure promise. I will give my angels charge over you, and I will safely walk you through all this. For I will be the one to rise up and fight for you, while you simply hold your peace. When everybody else around you has broken down and you're their only hope left for a sure consolation, yet inwardly you're also struggling to dispel the torment of secret frustration, and your battered heart is restlessly pounding with the pangs of self-condemnation. There will I be still, God has already said, to keep reminding your heart that the ransom has already been fully paid, and to surely guarantee you that right now there is no other foundation that can ever be laid. When all the unspeakable blunders seem to be rising back again from your stinking past, when your faith also begins to crumble as you painfully yield to the enticements of secret sin, and now it appears like your unheeded silent screams are forever going to last. There will I be still, my son, my daughter, to hold out your hand and to give you a shoulder when you cannot stand on your own any longer. For I really meant it when I said that in the abyss of your weakness, that is when I'm even much stronger. When you have been deeply hurt and you don't even know what exactly to feel, and your troubled mind continues to battle with doubts of whether God is even real. Because now, whatever you've always known to be true is turning out as something just ideal. See, there will I be still. In his word, he says, your broken heart to mend and heal, and always my ultimate plan in your life to reveal. When you cannot even remember the last time you ever really had a genuine smile on your face. And since then, the devil keeps whispering out to you that, come on, loser, you do not even deserve God's grace. So now you're wondering if you'll even be able to run and successfully finish this your race. There will I be still, so has God said, and hey, let every man be a liar, but his word alone ever true. I will be the one to rise up and fight, to rise up and guide your every step as you slowly trudge the path to your breakthrough. For I will personally be right there to perform and accomplish that very work which I myself started up in you. When by far the best of your most creative compositions is this one miserable poem of outright sorrow. When every single ray of hope has been flashed away by the pains and regrets of yesterday, and you can no longer see any good in tomorrow. When, on the outside, your face looks to be shining with such a beautiful smile, but on the inside, your heart is terribly sick and horribly bleeding from what feels like a stab of a rugged, broken arrow. There will I be still. You see, God repeats himself again and again. He promises to be there even to that point when all that is left of your strength is also beginning to wane. So while you're still pondering about who is to write your story, meanwhile, allow God to hold that pen. For that is the only chance there is for him to prove to you that all his promises are but yes and amen. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mark, and thank you very much, Mike. Unfortunately, we have got to end it there, but you can follow them on Twitter. PENit 256 is their handle. This book is out hot off the press, so 3 weeks old in the market. It's only 10,000 shillings. Let us
just
support
$3.
these young people. Let us support these young people. And you have a passion for Ugandan in particular, Ugandan culture, and the people who write, you call them Abawandisi. You have your own group. Well, people will definitely get in touch with you, and thank you for sharing your story. Hopefully you'll come back some other time and we'll have more of your spoken word.
Sure.
Morning at NTV will
so
continue right after this break.